Can you hear me? You can hear me, but I can't hear you. Oh, wait. This is weird because I did not even hear my intro playing.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you.
One sec.
Mm, let me check my settings. Let me check my settings. 1 second. All right. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna use my MacBook audio, I guess. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Oh, can you hear me?
Is it better?
No, I could always hear you.
Oh, I can hear you now. Okay, you know what I think? I think my audio converter is having issues. Maybe I need to update the app. I don't know. But yes, everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is
We can
Queen.
hear you.
You can hear me now, loud and clear.
Wait, can you
Hi,
guys hear me?
Damo.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. We finally got our first win. But let me do my intro. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Queen. And yes, I'm very excited today. And I think everybody's job was on the line today. Everybody had no choice, okay, than to deliver. Today was a make or break. Like it was either we win, was it going to be a comeback from that rubbish we played the last game? We're going to break this shit down today. Damo, thanks for the late minute invites and acceptance.
Right.
Tony, thank you for always being here. How are you guys feeling? What's the temperature looking like? Are you guys still buzzing? Or you're like, I don't like this shit. You know, we
Uh,
we almost had a good game today. We lost a lot of chance. We could have had like at least 6 goals today, but
we
it is
we
what it is at this
had
moment.
at least 4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah,
Huh?
At
yeah.
4 or 5 goals.
What?
But like you can see that the desire and hunger was there from this start, which was a bit more positive than Wednesday night.
Oh yeah.
Um, so like I like the way they came out. They were just pushing and they kept
Aggressive.
possession of the ball. They kept creating
Yes.
opportunities to score. Um, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the starting lineup, I was not happy to see Mount Mount and Delo starting.
Why?
Um, I I think for me it was just like I was expecting Sheshko to start. But
Fine.
I wasn't expecting Dalo to start. I was
Remember,
expecting
we talked about this when we did the preview, right? I said there's a possibility that he might start Mason Mount because Mason Mount was amazing in the last game. Mason Mount and Zexi, you
yeah.
get, and then again, I have to always remember that I said Bruno, Ruben has made it clear that everybody was going to get playing time. So I feel like he's going to keep floating and rotating these players. I don't think that, I think that's one of the reasons why we're even struggling to have our starting 11 as well, because we
Yeah.
don't have anything solid right now. So I don't know. Damo, everybody's crucifying your guy, Dalot. What the hell is going on? How can we resuscitate Dalot? Dalot is one of our good players, but what's going on with your guy?
He's
It's not my
injured.
guy.
That's the problem.
Dalot is not my guy. Number one point of clarification: Dalot is not my guy. When you play him at the 4-4-2, he's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
But when you play him at 4-3-3, he's the guy that
Mm.
people don't understand. The reason why he's the guy is that no one in that team can play that role as better as him. Most of our fans are so used to 4-4-2.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the idea of 4-4-2 you bring into this formation. And when you bring that idea, what you see him play, you don't understand how the football is being played. Sorry
Mm-hmm.
to say, when you see him play today, he played on the left-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
How did he play? He played from the wing to the middle. The
To the
reason
middle.
why we've been suffering so much on the other games is when Dogu plays, he plays from the wing to the flanks. from the wings to the flank. The problem of our formation is always in the middle. Whenever Dalot goes, it comes back to supporting the middle. That's why it's being efficient. And that's why Mount is efficient. And that's why those two players, there's nothing every fan can do. Those two players will be in the starting lineup. And those two players are leaders in that team.
I also felt like he played on the left-hand side because of Kyle Walker.
That was also because of that. Those are part of the reason. But he would always be a starter. He would always be a starter. Today, Ahmad was a little bit. I'll give Ahmad. I'm not scoring now. Ahmad was not as effective. While on that formation, up front, he was offensive. Yeah, but he had that because Ahmad was up front. Mbeumo had to draw back to cover for him because Ahmad could not play that position, and that's why we are suffering. And the reason for this formation we are playing is every player must be able to play every wing. In case the person on that role leaves that position, you are meant to cover. All players are substitution for every role. Substitute for every role. No matter what we see, there was the time last game, yes, the one we lost. Bruno played a 5. Bruno had to come to play the 5. He played the 4-4-2. Many of our fans, I understand this. Oh, he's only playing 4-3-3. In the game, there's in-game transition. We play 4-3-3, we play 4-5-1. He kept on changing. But at times, it's not. At times, these players do not do as the coach instruct them to do. That's number one. The set piece, that's not how Man U set piece is meant to be.
Do you think they are nervous, or do you think they are still yet to find themselves? Because I understand that he has integrated some brand new players. You understand? 2 of them are Premier League proven already. One is still, I would say, trying to fit in, Šeško, because you could still see today that Šeško was literally trying. I have to give it to him today. He tried today. Do you think that is a little bit creating that barrier with, learning how to stick to their positions? I don't know.
I feel like it's more of like they kind of default to their natural style of play compared to what the manager is
correct
asking them to do.
That's the point that Amo was saying, that they need to learn how to play different roles. You understand? And that's something that I feel like it would take time. You understand? It takes time for you to be like flexible to doing other things, because what if somebody leaves, or what if somebody like Cunha is injured now? Yes, I know we have somebody to replace Cunha, but we need somebody to be able to step in. You understand? Like he was mentioning, like Ahmad needs to learn how to probably play deeper. I don't know why you said Ahmad was not really good today. I feel like he was one of our best.
Offensively.
No, defensively. Yeah.
Okay, defensively. I was going to say Ahmad was one of our key players today.
No, offensively he was there. Defensively, he wasn't. He wasn't. He was putting the team into big shit while they defend.
I see.
The way this formation runs is you must press from onset. Once you lose the ball, press. Once we press from the front, Ahmad does not press to the midfield.
Yeah.
And once the pressing in the midfield is lacking, Casemiro is exposed.
Oh yeah.
And that's why you see Casemiro being exposed as much. If you watch other games, the other games that Dalot started, watch how that position was played. When Dalot goes forward, people were complaining Dalot wasn't crossing. Whenever Casemiro goes up, Dalot goes forward, he converts himself back to the middle because he knows that place is open. Cover for your teammates. And that's why in the last 4 matches we've played, Mount has been my best player in Man U. And the reason is because he has been effective in every place he has played.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you covering for your man is supposed to be like no. If you see that your man goes up from his position, you should go in and try and cover for that position if you're behind him, right?
Yeah, but our captain is not that disciplined to do that. That's the number one problem. The number one problem is our captain is not a disciplined player in his position. And this formation is about discipline in your position. We all know that Bruno is not disciplined position-wise.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like he likes to free he likes the free form um so that he can just do whatever he wants. He doesn't have to really, you know, track back. He would track back when he feels like he has to, and when it comes to being an offensive player, that's where he likes to stay. But this formation forces him to kind of stick to a certain position where he doesn't have that free form, where he as soon as he gets the ball, he is looking at either passing the ball to someone that is open, and as soon as we lose the ball, he has to pressure the man with the ball or cover for whoever leaves their position, which I see he doesn't do exactly. So, and I think that's why you can see a lot of frustration with the way Bruno is playing right now, and you can see the frustration within himself because like it feels unnatural to him to be able to play like that because for since he signed for United, he's had that kind of free form, free to play. That's where how he wants to play. When he played under Ole, Ole gave him pretty much a free roam kind of role, and then Ten Hag did the same thing. So now he's kind of forced to stay a bit deeper, but which means he can't really go up as much as he can or as much as he wants to. Today in the second half, when Kobe came in, Kobe took over his position, so he moved to the left. I don't know if you guys noticed that. He
Yeah.
started playing like a left wing instead of being in the center. So he was a bit higher up, but he still had to do work on the left wing, right?
But still, he
So I get
was
what you're saying.
exposed.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, like
You know, when you play that formation, you have a two-man in the midfield.
yeah,
It was meant to be Bruno and Meno. And anytime Bruno is up in front, who has to cover for him? Dalot had to do the covering.
yeah.
And that's why Dalot is being out of the position. But at some point, because on the other side, when Ahmad was going forward, Umbuemo came back to cover for Ahmad, which was a change of position. Switch
Mm-hmm.
Darwood could defend and track back better than Ahmad. So that place was a little bit balanced on the right hand side. But on the left hand side, there was a little bit of problem because at the end of the formation, I think about 20 minutes, when we were still in draw, the coach changed the tactics and asked Dalot to go forward and do more crossing. Before in the process of the game, Dalot wasn't crossing as much. He comes
Yeah,
in the middle, lifts the ball, wait. But when the transition changed, there was a little bit of overlapping in that
yeah,
position on the right because
yeah.
the person that was meant to cover wasn't covering. And
Mm-hmm.
in that point, that's why we need another Odin. And this is my opinion. And if we can cash out immediately on Bruno and get any other person that can play, even if it's any other person that can play that role, it will
We
be
have
better for us because the transition will be complete. We will be going on that transition. And the reason why, if we have a player that, we know is a new player, we will not be able to put pressure more on the team. We'll say we are going on transition. But the transition is not complete without starting afresh.
But it feels like every player that signs for United, the fans just put pressure on them to kind of like save United
That's
from
the major thing. That's why
trouble.
you know that some of us were saying bringing Sesko is problematic for Sesko's future.
Mhm.
Sesko
Mhm.
cannot demand the ball from Bruno. If you
Yeah,
bring an high-profile striker, like I know we can't bring Osimhen again, Osimhen would demand more from them.
yeah,
Mm.
You know, a mature striker who is accomplished will mess you up. If it was a mature striker, it will mess you up and tell you where to give me the ball. He had to drag back sometimes. And fair enough, if indeed we stick to this formation,
Mhm.
we will kill anything. One thing that I've known has changed, that give me positive thinking in this game is we could retain the ball a little
Mm.
bit well. But the only two problems that we have is the transition of the ball, always
yeah.
slow. They collect the ball from the keeper to the defender fast. Once it gets to the midfield, especially when it came to Meno, he drags up the ball too much, slows the pace of the ball, drags it to the left. But this formation needs tempo, and that's what we are lacking majorly. And that's why, for me, those two players don't need to stay. People will call for my head and say, why? But this formation needs tempo. If you've seen the way Sporting plays, when they go on transition, it's always 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But it's always like with Ahmad in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Collect the ball.
And then the opponent already covered.
Look
at that keeper. Look at the keeper we had that we have benched for years. Look at that keeper.
Damn.
The keeper for me is the best player of that match today.
Bainde?
How he was spreading the pass. He was never under pressure.
Yeah.
He was never under pressure. Onana.
I don't know if
Onana drags the pressure to himself. He doesn't release the ball quick enough.
You get my point.
I feel like, and I also noticed that Bainde has, from his body language, I feel like he's been communicating well now with his players, because at first I was like, oh, maybe because he doesn't speak good English and things like that, because I know people can be a little bit intimidated because they don't speak English, so he can't tell you what you do. I'll give that to Onana. Onana communicates from the back. Bainde does not really communicate. We said this during the preseason that's what I want to see him do more. And you can see from today, even though, yes, he considered 2 goals, he was communicating. You could tell from the body. You can go and watch it all over again. I was like, yes, this keeper is now. I can see the gestures, okay, telling you to do this, telling you to stay there. Okay, you stay there. You stay there. I want a keeper that communicates. I like a keeper that communicates.
What I really liked about his game today was the fact that he was actually very commanding in the air.
Correct. You have to talk
compared to what our Cameroonian brother does.
Yeah, you're in a vulnerable situation. You have to have people cover you up. Yeah. Well, that's
and he was running out early too, for many of the balls as well. That were coming towards his box, he would run out early.
Yes, I noticed that. I literally know. I kicked the ball with his legs. Yes.
The
Anyway,
only part in the defense in the corner is the defenders are not proactive. No man marking during the corners, no protection of the keepers. Every time they want to play a corner, there's 2 people marking the keepers. Our defenders are not doing enough to cover the keeper.
That's the reason why we lost the Arsenal game. I was saying the goalkeeper was not protected enough by his own players. They let Saliba bully him the entire time, and I was like, there's no reason why you should let your goalkeeper be bullied by the opposing players, especially if you know that that's how they play. That's their tactics for set pieces, for corner kicks. You should at least have 2 guys on that opponent. Protect your goalkeeper so that he has a better chance of catching the ball if it's coming towards him, right?
Yeah.
So
Cunha is injured. I'm really going to use the opportunity to, I don't know, I was very devastated when I saw him injured. Let me use this opportunity to tell him get well soon. I know that this is a very small platform, but maybe one day you will see this. We're wishing you all the best. We hope you recover fully, quickly, speedy, whatever it is. But I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think the absence of Cunha is going to change the rhythm of the game in the next match? And also, it doesn't look like he's going to Brazil anymore, like you said, Tony. But I don't know. They might have him come sit on the bench. I don't know.
There's no need. If he's recovering from an injury, there's no need for him to travel. I think usually if you're injured, you don't go for your international.
It's not even going to work. He might as well just stay home. Maybe, I don't know who they need to quickly replace him with. They need to quickly, probably Rodrigo.
Well, they have to assess.
Rodrigo was not on the list. Maybe they'll call Rodrigo this time around.
Probably, yeah. They probably will call Rodrigo. But I don't know. Has he been playing?
He's
Did
been
he?
playing, but
I
he's been playing, but he's been playing 20, 30 minutes.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, Real Madrid is playing today, so I'll be watching that game with my Mallorca. So we'll be watching. Um, I can't really say that Cunha's injury or absence is going to change the rhythm of the game. I am
Like in
hopeful that
terms of the forward press, I think it will change a bit because
the
Cunha,
pressure.
from the games that I've seen him play, he does well when it comes to when we have to pressure the opposition when we lose the ball.
Mhm.
So that's the only big difference that's the thing that we're gonna miss from him. The way he presses the goalkeepers and the defenders when
Mm.
we're chasing the ball. I don't know if we have anyone that does it as well as he does in that position, unless Mount
Mount.
does it pretty well. Mount does it very well,
Mount
which
is the best in that in pressing.
yeah, Mount is actually very good at pressing. You can see that like Xerxes is good, but he just doesn't have the pace.
Tempo.
Doesn't have the pace to
Yeah.
attack them well enough. Like today, I think he, there was a chance where he could have had like a one-on-one, but he didn't have the
Yeah,
legs. He didn't have the legs to chase the ball. So but yeah, definitely Cunha will be missed in that position. But I don't know. I think that will probably mean that we might see Bruno in that position in the next games. But I don't know. Depending on what Amorim wants, because I feel like he might want to play like Casemiro and Mino together, but as that's two in the middle, and then Bruno up. Well, I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm just speculating. He
sorry,
might have a
what's our
different
next
idea.
match?
We're
Man
going
City
Man City is the derby.
Oh,
at the Etihad. Yeah,
Sesko is not going to start, definitely.
Mount is starting that game. I know that for a
Mount is
fact.
starting. Sesko is not going to start. He wants to start with soaking down the pressure, keeping the ball, maintaining the tempo of the game.
Yeah,
And I feel
So
like it's going to be a good advantage for us to take care of Man City because, did I say take advantage of Man City? Because I think their last game was shitty. I don't know if they have a game tomorrow, I guess. I think they have a game tomorrow. I feel like Man City, that
Man City they're still
candle,
going through the funk that they had last season.
that candle might be going down a little bit, you
it's
know?
still it's still a transition. That's why it's always good when you want to do transition. Do it completely.
Right.
Now, by the end, if Man City transition by the middle of the season, because
Mhm.
they have probably a whole new set of midfielders that have not gelled, and they have it's not all just two people also in front, about five players in the park in the game,
Yeah,
and once they gel, they're going to push everybody out.
yeah,
But with us, what is lacking with us is that transition is not complete because a little way we still play in the same tempo, the same
yeah.
tempo, not the same pattern. The same tempo is what pushes us out, that finds us out. We delay on the ball when the ball is meant to be played fast,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one thing you don't find with Man City. Or the only problem is now if they've not gelled. The players are passing the ball probably too fast, too slow. They're not. They don't know the rhythm of the game. But that's why once that game starts and you gel, come on, they're off. And that's one thing with us now. With this game, I hope for a draw against Man City, then we can have a better season. But if we lose, it's going to be another drag back.
Mm-hmm.
But a
Mm-hmm.
draw in that match will give us a positive morale. 4 points in 4 matches.
The next one, yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. And I also think that I think they got rid of some of their players. Jack Grealish, they got rid of Kawaka. Who is that other guy? I don't know if Akanji is leaving. Um,
Kanji is not even.
his
Remember
name,
him laughing at the tweet.
right. To Galatasaray. I don't know. He was like, I have not heard anything, but you never know. Tomorrow is literally technically the last day of this
Yeah,
transfer window.
De Bruyne is leaving. De Bruyne has left.
De Bruyne,
the
exactly.
Browns left. Yeah,
So, like
Rodri
you
is just
said,
getting back. Rodri is just getting back.
didn't he have a setback? Yeah,
Foden is still on the
this
bench.
oh yeah, Shesky is not playing anything fantastic that I know of. The guy from
the
Lyon.
Manchester
I'm
United killer.
Oh, my
Awala
mind.
is gonna kill us next game.
Who's that? Shesky for the revenge?
Yeah, I remember he said he was gonna come and kill Man United. So
I know. No, Harry Maguire dealt with that dude, man. Harry Maguire dealt with him in that Liam versus Man United game. But yeah, I don't know, but I still feel like these players can get it together. I'm very hopeful, and I will stay optimistic. This rebuild of a thing, like I'm just honestly sick and tired of talking about this whole rebuild because like every 3 to 5 businesses we're rebuilding. So I'm really hoping that this can stick. You get, but it's looking like a lot of people are complaining about Ruben's formation and things like that. Like in the last um um post conference that he made, he said, "Listen, the formation is not the problem. We've been playing this. We played this with Liverpool. We played this with Arsenal. We played this with Fulham. We even played this in the Europa League. So it's. Do you guys think that that formation needs to change? Because it looks like a whole lot of people are crying about that 3-4-3 formation.
well, even like the game against Liverpool last season, we played the same formation. We drew
Mhm,
the game 2-2. We played
mhm.
a fantastic game against Liverpool, and it's just like it's literally not the formation. It's just the way the players position
Personnel.
themselves and transition. Yeah, yeah. It's literally like as professionals, you have to be versatile. We've been saying this. We've been screaming this for like the past for how many um
Yeah,
lives we,
exactly.
the players have to be you're paid big money. You have to be versatile.
Hmm.
You can't just sit there and complain. Oh, I'm being played out of position. No, no.
Or
You're a football player for a
just
reason. You
yeah,
should know how to. If you're put in a different position, you should know how to adapt to it.
yeah.
Like look at well Antonio Valencia. Valencia went from being a right mid to a right back, right? Like he didn't complain. He transitioned very well. Like I never expected Valencia to be a right back ever in my life. Watching him play for United, but
I
he actually
agree
transitioned well to
with
become
his discipline.
one of our best right backs.
What about
So
Young?
Ashley
yeah,
Young.
Also,
exactly. Young went from a left mid to a left back as well. So like
Giggs,
he never complained either.
Ryan Giggs from a left wing to a midfielder, to a
Ex-
center midfielder also.
like this,
So
this is
it's
exactly what we say when we're talking about versatility. Um, obviously, no one is saying that it's going to be like an easy switch, but like it's something if you're very determined to help the team out, something that you can work on. You don't like you can go in for you can stay back after training, do like another hour session for by yourself with like a coach, or you can even grab an academy player. And I'm pretty sure like an academy player will be very happy if you call them to help you out, improve your game. They'll also be you also be helping them improve their game as well, right? So like it's just I don't know how the players like how they train, how they their what their mentality is regarding training and stuff like that. But I feel like for me, if I was in their position, I would be doing extra training,
Mhm.
extra workouts to improve myself, so that I can always put my best on the field when it's game day. You know,
Yeah.
so
And if you can stay consistent too, that will really, really help stabilize the team.
exactly.
Consistency is what we need. I understand that you're not going to have good games all the time. There will always be bad days, but at
Yeah.
least just stay consistent. You understand? Yeah. Even if we lose a game, at least let it be some reputable club. You understand that I can say, okay, you know what? That team is stable. That team, they're feisty. That team wants to win too as well. Not losing to like Grimsby. But let's go to the whole VAR situation. The first VAR penalty that was denied. Do you guys think that was a penalty or that was not a penalty? That was between Kyle Walker and
Mount.
Mason Mount?
Oh,
Correct.
Miss Mount. Yeah.
The first VAR, apparently they said it wasn't a penalty, and therefore
So
with
they said it wasn't a penalty because Mount was pulling
the guy.
um Walker's shirt. But
Yes.
in our opinion, how you could literally see Kyle pull his shirt,
Remind him,
and then
yes.
and then when when Mount was coming, when Mount stepped in front of him, that's when Mount put Kyle Walker's shirt. But like I feel like even if he didn't give the penalty, it should have been a foul to United, like a free kick outside the box to United, because
Correct.
Mount's shirt was obviously being put and he was first to the ball anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Damo, what do you think about that
look at it.
first?
So,
I didn't really have a full clips of it, but the thing is, with VAR now, the first thing that gives them is the on-field position that they take first decision about before they could
yeah.
go into it. But at times, these people are just human and they just use logic. They don't want to use common sense. Because the first thing is, if normal judgment, who was the first to get the ball?
Mason Mount.
Was he a goal bound? Yeah. Was he a goal bound? Yes. Was there a pull? Yes.
It was denied. He was denied.
That's penalty. But because now let's not put logic into it.
Because
did he pull? Yes, he pulled back.
Then it's not a penalty.
That.
Yeah.
The English Premiership referees are the worst referees you can find in the world.
And it's a shame.
Every time. But
they are the ones that created soccer, and they are the ones that will
get this conspiracy. There's never a standard. There's never a standard. Tomorrow that will be given as a penalty. This night it will not be given as a penalty. Next one they will give it. So there's never a standard for that.
Right? What I also think is I feel like they make so much policy adjustment that even myself as a fan, it's very difficult to keep up now. You understand? I don't know what the hell is even an offside goal anymore because it keeps changing every season. I'm tired of even trying to learn the game.
Not just every season, it's every game. It's exactly. Like you literally see
tweaking.
The same call being like given to a different team.
What happened to Arsenal's game? It will be a penalty for sure. It will definitely be a penalty. I don't know if all the referees are also going to the same academy or whatever. I don't know how that works. I would expect that everybody is equally trained as a group. But I don't know. Everyone's vision is just kind of like extremely like different, in my opinion. I feel like that was a penalty. That should have actually been a penalty because he pulled Mason Mount. You denied him of going to score that goal. And that would have been a clear goal right there.
The shirt pull was so clear. Like, you didn't even need VAR.
The second one, the shirt pull was so clear. I don't understand. Well, fine. Like you said, human error. I get it. Human error. But then, again, that's why we have the electronic referee, right? Like, if the referee cannot catch it on sides physically, let the machine do its job and do the justification. But the machine said, no, it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. Okay, fine. That is fine. Even Kyle Walker was trying to explain himself. I'm like, dude, shut up. Are you the captain? Is he the captain?
No.
I think no. He's not the captain of Bro. Are you sure? Didn't he captain them?
Well, he was going to the referee, talking to the referee. But when it became Ahmad's time, Bruno was like, because they set a rule now that you cannot go close to the referee anymore. Like, didn't they say that? And it happened today. It happened today. Kyle Walker was so close to the referee, trying to explain himself. I understand, trying to
Joe Cullen is the captain. It's not him.
Oh, yeah. The guy that scored the own goal. Yeah. I thought it was him. I thought it was him. But out of all our players, I understand Cunha is temporary out. Who do you guys think was, maybe I would say stood out because maybe I should roll it back to how did Kobe Mainoo perform? You understand? Everyone has been crying about Kobe not getting enough time.
He had a good 45 minutes. I'll give him that. Like, he came in, he was calm, he was composed. Like Damo said, when it came to the transition, he slowed things down a bit. He slowed the pace down.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's just kind of his game. He's not the kind of guy that will just kind of rush things. I feel like he likes to, the way he plays, he likes to, scan and see exactly, all right, I want to make sure I'm making the right pass. I want to make sure I'm making the right decision here before I do anything like crazy and stuff like that. But I think that just comes to the more he plays, the more experience he gets, then he will realize, okay, maybe I need to be a bit faster when it comes to the transition. When it comes to transition, like there's the right time to slow down the pace of the game, and there's the right time to increase the pace of the game. But like I think it's something that he's gonna find the balance soon enough. But he just needs to be more. He just needs more playing time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he played well, and I think for me, I'll say like my standout performer of the game today was Mount, even though he played 45 minutes. But I think like the energy he brings to the team when he plays is
The
it's
energy is
infectious.
crazy.
It's
Is
infectious.
you
Like
can feel it from your couch.
everybody, like all the other players, they feel it, and they ride off it too. So for me, the standout, although I wasn't happy that he started, or but after the performance he put in today, I was very happy. Like I think for me, it's just like whenever the lineup is released, I just want to see like a more natural striker, because it's something that we fans have been begging for so long, right? But they're not seeing a natural striker start the game. We bought a striker for 70 million. It's basically like the whole story all over again, right?
Yeah.
Like that's why I was upset, but I get it. I understand why Ruben plays Mount as a force, or like as a striker to start of the game, because like the way he started the game, he gives us that drive, um that energy to be able to perform well in the first half, or perform when he's playing. But you can see when as soon as he comes up, the energy goes down, the energy level goes down a bit with the team. So
I also think that because I know Pep does this a lot, um, I feel like Ruben might not be starting Shesko, maybe to throw off the opponent's game plan. You understand? Maybe that's the reason why he's bringing him in the second um, half of the game, because obviously you're trained to know how to like take advantage of somebody. You understand? Like, okay, like Kobe Mano now, like Bruno in the front. I just have a feeling he's doing that to destroy the opponent's game plan. What do you guys think?
um
My
I'm
opinion
on it.
is one thing is when you have a new player coming from a different league,
Mm-hmm.
and as a good coach,
Mm-hmm.
you want to protect the player,
Mm-hmm.
especially from the toxic fan base that we have in Man U.
Mm-hmm.
If he starts the game, plays 90 minutes and doesn't score,
Mm-hmm.
plays another 90 minutes and doesn't score,
Mm-hmm.
he's not given a chance again. As a
Mm-hmm.
United fans will mob him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, as a good coach, you transition a player into the team bit
Mm-hmm.
by bit. You give
Gradual.
him 30 minutes because
Mm-hmm.
by playing him 30 minutes, now you're playing 20 minutes, 20 minutes. No one is complaining that Sesko is not scoring. No one is calling for his head.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
Mm-hmm.
Gokores. The moment Gokores started, he didn't score 2 goals. Everybody was calling for his head already.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
for him, and again, the pattern of Man U at the moment, the midfield is not stabilized.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing up a striker into that team is killing the striker's morale. And the
Mm-hmm.
same thing that happened to Oilon
Mm-hmm.
would happen to Gokores,
Clock it.
to Setsko, would happen to Setsko.
Mm-hmm.
And again, because the fact that he's a young player, he would just die premature death. So
Yeah.
for the coach on that, he's done well. And I hope he continues to do well with that. But the only thing I have against the coach is why he did not play Obi for that
In the beginning of the
for the
game.
Carabao Cup. No, for the Carabao Cup.
Oh, I see.
Just to transition him to give him that start. Because we need to start feeding in. Because if Sesko have injury in the middle of the season, what striker do we have? We don't have any other striker again.
Missing Mount, fake, force.
Xerxes. You guys almost forget Xerxes.
Oh, Joshua Zexy. Joshua will run down that tunnel crying again. Season 2, episode 7.
The fans, the Man U fans are very toxic. Very, very toxic.
I think they've
They don't give
gotten
you time to
toxic
learn.
over the years. Over the years, they've become toxic. Um, and I think
You
it's
know why
just
you're toxic?
I
I
think
think
it's
I
just the
get
lack of impatience
it's not
with
that.
and maybe the way the club owners are behaving as well.
This is what I think. It's the people, the individual that are into betting, okay? Because that Grimsby game, my dad was me, myself and my dad were talking about that game. I said that the only way these people are fuming is because they think Man United will win. They don't put their money on the line. Their money is on the line. That's the reason why they are fuming and calling for the coach to be fired because they lost money. And just anybody that is a United fan, right? Ask them why are they angry. They will tell you, "Oh, I went to go and bet. I thought United was going to win this. This should be like an easy win for me." Some people put down so much money in that last game that they lost. That's the reason why they are angry. Other than that, I don't know if these people are passionately Manchester United fans.
Like at this point, when they say bet
But it
responsibly,
has
you're
to
gonna
come
go
from
bet for
your
United
heart.
to win. You're
It
not
has to
bet
come
responsibly. I'm sorry.
It
I'm
has to come,
sorry.
if you love something, right? You have to stick to it. At this point, where do you want to go? You want to go to Liverpool or you want to go to Arsenal? I'm telling you, all these plastic fans, they are only fans for their own selfish interests. They came
Yeah.
into this club when I would say things were good, things were rosy, we were winning trophies, everything was perfect. And then all of a sudden now we are going through our imperfections, and all of a sudden they are acting like the world is going to come down. I don't get it. I really don't get it. So
Well,
based on
everyone
my
likes to do in the
comments,
room, so you can't
people who
really.
want Amorim gone are people
Yeah.
who indulge in betting. That's all I can say.
I want to read something quickly. Bosco says something, and this is the major problem we have in Man U. I'll read what he says, and I'll explain what my opinion is.
Mhm.
Bosco says people talk about 6, 8 now, and it gets on my nerves. Roy Keane could do it all, like a running machine, but
Mhm.
with the quality. He plays everywhere, left, right, operate on the flank, overlaps both
Mhm.
sides, sprints forward, back. He
Mhm.
is unbelievable.
Mhm.
One thing we have been lacking in the Man U depth since we started dropping was the spirit of captainship, leadership that we lack, and the spirit that I would die for the badge.
Mhm.
Man U would have gotten it right if they had left McTominay in the team, and this is my reason. The problem we are having now,
Clock it.
the problem we are having now, is for a player that can run the whole pitch, and even if he has only one toe, he will die on the pitch, and
Yeah.
that is the role that is lacking for us. If we had saved that money, you can buy the old Baliba. We'll still have the same problem because
True.
Baliba will not be able to run up and down. When 99, when I was a Bayern fan, 99 I joined Man U. This team played the likes of Barcelona. Roy
Mhm.
Keane killed the likes of Figo in that midfield. This team played prime Zidane. Roy Keane messed them up in the middle. What am I saying in the long run? The likes of Nicky Butt were the ones running our. Man U has always been using two
But
two center midfielders. At first, they started with the transition of Roy Keane and Nicky Butt. Then he went to Roy Keane and Scholes. These players will go up and down, and they will die for you. They don't mind getting an old red card just for the old team to win. All they care about is let us play this ball, whether it's my position, whether it's not my position. Now, people are trying to play fine ball football. I'm getting the money in football now is make our players lazy. No one is committed. And
Yeah.
honestly,
they
if
look at
you
it like
watch the reason
a job, but they
that
forget that you have to have passion to do a job. You
Yeah.
you have to have passion to even pick a career, right? Okay, I like this stuff. I like everything about like I'm gonna go pick up a degree, or maybe I'm gonna hire up my education because I like this career that I'm getting myself into. That's the reason why I said a lot of all these players are not really playing for the badge anymore because the money is too good. The money is too much.
I round up with this. On the platform, Roy Keane brought his wage. He brought his wage and he brought his wage lift and showed everyone. At the point he was getting, I think, about 1 point something million. And Gary Neville was saying, whoa, that was small, and to what people are getting now. And this player was paid way below, but he was still ready to give his all on the team.
Yeah.
But once a player is not playing, we fans are clamoring, why is he not playing? Why is he not playing? Honestly, as fans, we don't have much information as the coach, because there's now much technology in the team. Technology is in the team. There's information for the coach to tell which player to play what formation position, which player to press.
Of course.
With all their data, the coach is using them the way he feels they should play. And when the coach was doing the chess thing, people were thinking he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yes.
All is based on information. And fans are not, because he's not winning. I understand that. Because he's not winning. Once you're not winning,
mocking him for bringing out the book, like as if that's not the normal thing he's supposed to do.
There was a computer. He did not use the computer.
Exactly. I think he used the computer today. Actually, when Ahmad lost that ball that he was supposed to put inside the net, I think he went back. You could see that was when Shesko was about to come in. That was actually when Cunha. That was when Cunha left the pitch. Then they were trying to onboard Shesko to the pitch, right? You could see him. He went on the screen. At this, I was like, okay, Ruben is covering himself now. Like he doesn't want the camera because he has seen that the media mocked him for bringing out his tactical book just to quickly see what he could do to save the team. That's what you do as a coach. But it became
not just about saving the team. Like, okay, you're down a player. You actually have to switch your formation to when you're bringing somebody else in, right? Like, many times when you get one of your player gets a red card, your coach is obviously going to try and switch the formation so you can, especially if it's a defender, you got to cover that space. You have to cover that space.
It was a critical situation. He needed an urgent response. And what he did was what every coach would do. Like Damo said, we now have technology now. Maybe there is a person they hired, assigned to only watch that screen. Why Ruben is not going to catch everything, but he's going to be collecting data and collecting information of what he needs to do. But there's somebody literally sitting there and looking at the screen and telling Ruben, hey, you know what? Maybe you need to move this person here.
They have a device. Every player, when you see them play, they have a device behind them. It gives them the heat map of every player. It gives them what exactly
their starts,
their starts and everything. It generates everything, and they can read it.
They read everything live right there.
We can come here and say, "Oh, Dalot is not playing anything," and the heat map will tell differently.
What did I tell you about watching the game at home and watching the game in real time? Because I've seen like how many preseason game in real time. So that's why I'm like, where are people getting all this misinformation? Like, oh, Dalot does not press, he does not do it, he does not defend, he's very sloppy, he's very this, very that. I'm like, but the Dalot that I see,
hatred from last season.
Is a personal hatred.
Personal vendetta.
You will just never like Dalot. Fine, I get it.
Fans have never liked Dalot since he came to this club. A lot of fans have never liked him.
Why? Because
I remember when he got loans to AC Milan. A lot of fans were happy. They were like, finally, he can go somewhere else, and they were thinking that he won't come back to United, only for him to come back and he's starting games. A lot of people still don't like the fact that he's starting games. Obviously, yes, like he didn't have a good season last season, but he wasn't the only one. Literally, the entire team didn't have a good season last season. So
I'll continue to say this. If one person in your team is suffering, right? Everybody suffers. If your end goal is to win and there's one person lacking behind, it will touch everybody. Okay? That's why I feel like Onana, I think it's about time. It's about time. We have
it was not is. It was about time.
Okay, it was about time. It was about time. But then again, if we're not able to get this player that I'm trying to round this up in the next 10 minutes, if we're not going to get that goalkeeper that they've been so much rumor about, well, I'm sorry, we're going to see more of Onana. We're going to see him because
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't
there's
think so.
Tom. Belinda is the first choice now.
Belinda is the first choice now. I feel like at this point, Onana is worst case scenario. Honestly, I'm pretty sure Tom Heaton is above Onana in the picking order now. Honestly. Like,
so we might see Tom Heaton in the FA Cup then.
If it was up to me, I'll probably start Tom Heaton over Bayandere and Onana. No offense. If it was up to me.
Me too.
Because I know what to expect from Tom Heaton.
Mm-hmm.
He's experienced, more than experienced. His reflexes are probably better than.
I know we extended Tom Heaton for 1 more year, but I'm already smelling another 1 more year from the guy, okay? Because this is his third 1-year contract they've extended. I'm smelling the 4th one.
Because he's on a coach program. He's on a coach
program. Yes. Yeah. I'm smelling the 4th one. I am literally, because what that guy showed me during the preseason alone, come on.
He was good.
That I'm a pro, okay? Don't play with me. You might not see me every day, but don't play with me, okay? Because when I clock in, I clock in.
The reason why Belinda would be ahead of him, one thing, Belinda would be ahead of him. 2 reasons. Belinda is fitter, number 1.
Yeah.
Belinda is the only player that can play better with his both feet. Onana is only his left. He's never under pressure. Today, all the goals that were scored were none of the keeper's fault.
Mm-hmm.
All the goals.
And then he also doesn't pull up his socks every time he concedes a goal.
Stop it. That was shade. Onana, I'm sorry. No, I think I say this to say this, okay? I've been down in my life, okay? There was a point where I was down, but I didn't stay down for a long period of time. If it was not destined for Onana to be in Manchester United, I'm not going to rule him out as a bad goalkeeper. He can, or he may even thrive better if he leaves Manchester United. I just feel like it's not clicking. And it's not clicking does not rule him out as a worst goalkeeper. I mean, he can go somewhere else and actually be a hero. So I'm going to rest my case when it comes to Onana. I really wish him all the best. I hope and I pray that he can come back from this, because we bought him for a reason. We bought this guy for a reason. We have seen him play in the past.
They scammed us for a reason.
Stop it. Stop it. Onana we saw in Champions League with Inter Milan.
Inter Milan's price tag on him before we went to purchase was 15 million. Inter Milan's price tag for him was 15 million. When they saw that we came back, they increased it to 30 million pounds. And the next time, he also went.
They saw our player as a disaster. All right, Patrick.
It's no problem.
United fans are very toxic. It bothers me. Listen, we're in this mess together. A sports psychologist is needed. Clock it. A sports psychologist.
They have a sports psychology. They have a tech sports tech guy that they brought from Portugal. They have everything at the moment. They have everything. They have all their resources. But at the moment, it's because the team is not winning. That's why everything is like that.
And also, Garnacho, I wish you all the best. But I just
is it gone? Is it gone?
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't want to face him.
Man United just announced it. Garnacho,
I don't want to face Garnacho.
I really.
He's gonna have a personal vendetta against United.
I don't want to face him. Honestly, the reason why is if we face him, he's going to score 2 or 3 goals against us.
Oh, damn.
Honestly, I don't like him again because he's left. But
it's wicked. Yeah. Good luck to Garnacho. I wish you all the best. But I just want to remind you that you are not Ronaldo. Okay, so that's just my 2 cents. I don't hate you. I thank you for everything you've done for the club, and I really wish you, all the best.
Hey,
Hope you mature.
Carabao Cup champion, FA Cup champion, FA Youth Cup champion.
I
Not
just
that
hope
bad
there's a
for
buy.
a
I hope there's a
21-year-old.
good buyback clause on him, or there's a
I
percentage
don't
the
think
man you should
I don't
clock.
think there's a buyback clause. I don't think
No,
there's a
there's no
What I
buyback.
mean
buyback
is,
clause, but there's
even
some
though there's no
clause.
buyback clause, there should be a clause on him for sale, because if he
Mhm.
plays good season in this, every other club will want to buy him, and
There
man,
is
you should
Oh,
get at
like
actually.
least
like what
20%.
they did for Elanga and the guy
Yeah,
that went to that's Real Madrid now.
Alvarez.
there,
Alvarez, yeah.
there should be a percentage, because I know he's going to play well in that Chelsea team, because
Hmm.
the way they play, they play from the flanks, and it would be a very, very, they have a good midfield, better than ours, in the
Hmm.
sense it would suffer less. And Chelsea fans are not toxic.
Hmm.
They don't worry, they don't bother. They have, and Chelsea team has so much players at the moment. I
Hmm.
just hope that before the season runs out, we need to just buy two center midfielders. Two center midfielders. We need two. And also we need a replacement for Dalot. Not because Dalot will not be playing, but
What
Dalot
if
is the
injured?
only, mark my word, is the only pro-efficient player and the most only efficient player in Man U, in the sense that he could play every wing.
Right.
Every wing. There's no other player in that team that will play any wing for us. If we are short
Honestly,
staffed in the defense,
honestly, that's true. That's true. Like I have to give it to Dallo. He's really worked on
And
his
he stays fit.
his fitness. Honestly,
He's
uh,
always fit. He's always ready to
he and
play.
Bruno, are
I
playing
don't
all
think
through
that
the season.
took a break last season.
yeah.
That played
Last season,
all the games. I think even 90 minutes of all
he
our
didn't
games.
play all the games. Like I think he got injured towards the end of the season, where he missed
Yes,
like
that's why he
4 games
missed.
or
That's why he
something.
missed the final.
Right.
Yeah,
That was the only time he
yeah,
got injured. The final, the
yeah.
semi-final.
And then he missed the Europa League final. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. But 2 seasons ago, I think he played all of our matches, actually. Even
Always, he's always playing
under
everything.
the
Everything.
jurisdiction of Eric Ten Hag, Dalot was present all throughout because Luke
yeah.
Shaw was injured. So I have to give it to him. Literally,
Uh,
for the fact that
that,
he's.
that,
Do you know the
that
funny thing?
last
Like,
season.
also always say something. The fact that you showed up is
Yeah,
enough. The fact that you showed up is enough. You understand? And you played. You don't have to be perfect. But the fact that Dalot chooses to be fit, hmm,
he
I don't
said he
think,
learned all these things from Ronaldo.
of
Ronaldo's time at the
course,
club.
when
Like
when
he changed
um
his nutritionist, he changed his fitness coach, he changed everything. Once Ronaldo came in and he started talking about Ronaldo, he changed a lot. That's why he's fitter. That's why he's um the way he play, he's more versatile than before.
yeah,
Like he just like I think if anything, he's probably like one of the only ones that actually learned some things from Ronaldo at the club compared to what many of the other young players at that
remember
time. Like
Ronaldo was asked that who is the most underrated player in Man United when he did that expose with
yeah,
that British guy. What's that his name? I've forgotten his
it's
name.
Morgan.
Piers Morgan. He
Yeah,
said Dalot. Said Dalot is very underrated. Like we all see what Dalot even does when he goes to his home country. We all see what, as much as, see, one thing about me is when it comes to Bruno, right? I would be lovey-dovey today, and tomorrow I'm like, get the hell out of my life. You understand? That's the
yeah.
kind of relationship I have with. I think I'm even more consistent with Dalot than even Bruno. To be honest, I don't know what it is. Bruno can be wishy-washy
Bruno,
sometimes.
he's just Bruno lets emotions take control
That's the reason
most
why
times.
I don't like those kind of reactions. I don't like it.
Lifestyle.
And it's very frustrating sometimes when you watch him because you want him to perform well, but like if the game is not going the way he wants it to go, he gets frustrated and he just
Yeah,
lets his emotions take
it's
over,
not supposed to
and
be
then he
like
starts forcing things, which is not good. Like I wished he had Kobe's like composure in terms of how even if
Yes.
the game is going shitty, you still be calm and composed and still try and create something for your team. Like
Do
as
you
much
think
as many people
Maguire
want to
should be given?
bash on Kobe against Grimsby, he was so calm and composed in that game, even though we were playing shit. He once he got the ball, he would try and reduce the tempo.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
let's try and build something. But
okay,
the game just didn't go the way anyone wanted. But
yeah.
yeah, like Bruno, I think the only problem Bruno has is he needs to know how to control his emotions.
All right. I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank everyone for. Maybe I'm your new psychologist now because this is like a trauma dumping platform where we come and talk about this club that we love so much. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining me. I'm hoping that we can actually catch a break for the next 1 week or two and come back in good spirits. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Thank you for all your comments, the likes. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Adam, thank you, thank you, thank you. Damo has to go to work, and if live, I might not be able to get all my clips. I need my little clip so that I can use it as a short form. So until next time, have a wonderful
Thank you
holiday.
very much.
We have a holiday on Monday, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, Adam is from Josh Channel. Thank you, Adam. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
And yeah, everyone, we won. That's all that matters. And good luck to Ganacho. Bye.
Goodbye. Take care.
All right.